Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dorks of Danger, tabletop group where my friends and I play some Dungeons and Dragons.
I like that emphasis on the wrong syllable.
I added syllables and letters.
You did.
Let's do a little recap since we were in the middle of something. After you guys,
Danger.
well, yes, you were in fact in danger. After returning from the Dragonslayer Forge and the trials you had undergone, you took an evening to prepare for the next steps in your journey, dealing with a few questions and asking a few people around town about a few things, learning from Sildar about a quaint little village by the name of Spine's Pass that you could try and stop at on your way up the mountain to make things maybe a little less rigorous for you. After you set out, you went through a rather brutal winterscape, discovering frozen animals embedded in snowbanks here and there. And eventually, after a couple days, you managed to get to this little town of Spine's Pass, which you discovered was more of a little collection of cabins. There you met an orc named Shargum, who you were all very suspicious of. Very suspicious of.
Overly so, if I recall correctly.
After a bit of back and forth, you guys all settled down for the evening, and Thava attuned to the White Dragon Mask, which caused her to have a bit of a psychotic episode, which led to Rinn almost getting stabbed, and you guys tying Thava up for the safety of a better night's rest.
Oh, that's right.
Upon the next morning, you discovered that Shargum must have already gotten up long before you guys were ready to set out, as he was not present. Bud left a little bit of payment, and you guys set out on the trail leading up the mountain, following the trail markers that he had pointed out. It quickly became clear that this entire climb was going to be very long, as it was mainly switchbacks, but at least the weather was very fair. You came across an ogre corpse, rather, and found some health potions. And with a few more hours of exploration, you stumbled upon a little canyon area, in which you discovered a group of devils seemed to be on guard for some reason. As Rinn attempted to sneak closer, she pushed her luck perhaps a little too far, and the devils noticed her, leading you guys into this large bit of combat that we are currently in. And my tablet just froze. At least it froze right at the end.
It's thematic, right?
It worked out very well.
It's
Yes.
We're in a snowy mountain. It's frozen.
Yeah, it checks out. Okay,
Wow.
let's get that combat music back going.
I remember living in Minnesota for the first time, walking around the city when it was winter.
Mhm.
My phone shuts off when it's near full charge. I'm like, what happened?
Why did it happen to us?
The
What?
frigid temperatures.
Yeah, it's true
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Do that.
That's basketball short weather. Let's go, yeah.
You are
Never experienced that in my life until
crazy
that
to
point.
think that
I mean, I've experienced
something that
with,
cold is
heat, but
that kind of weather. Okay, top of the turn order, we have Reyka. You are up. There is a dead, barbed devil in front of you, one living, and you guys are surrounded by 6 flying little spiny devils. What would you like to do?
Okay. Question.
Answer.
So my bow is on the ground and it takes 1 action to pick it up, correct?
Correct. To sheathe your blades and get your bow ready to use again, you would have to spend your action to do so.
Okay, but what if I wanted to pick my bow up and sheathe it or quote unquote sheathe it and still have my blades ready?
I believe no matter what, picking up an item and stowing it is still an action.
Okay, but I wouldn't have to sheathe my blades. It wouldn't take both actions
No, it
to
wouldn't
pick
be
up my bow and then be ready with my blades.
Yeah, it wouldn't be action to pick up bow and put it away and then pull the blades back out and it would just be pick up bow, put on back. But that would be your action.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do that for my first action is pick up bow and put on back.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. There we go. And then I'm gonna swipe at this guy with my Dragon Slayer short sword.
Well, but you use your action to pick up your bow and stow it.
Right, but I get 2 actions.
No, you get 2 attacks when you use your action to take the attack action.
No, I misunderstood.
So everyone only has 1 bonus action, 1 action, and movement that they can do on their turn.
Oh, okay. Well, then in that case...
You just leave the bow in the snow and go stabbing instead. If you'd prefer.
Just don't want to leave my bow in the
That's
snow.
actually a good point. So, like, just to be clear, you can do 2 attacks if you have them, but that counts as 1 action.
Correct. You take the attack action,
Okay.
which allows you to perform 2 attacks with your weapon.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. All right. Oh, I just don't want to be... If I need to pick up my bow, I gotta come back to this spot. Is that...
I mean, yeah, well, you know, unless you're going, if you're planning to pick it up mid-combat, then yeah, we'll need to remember where it is. But if you plan on letting it stay until the end of combat, then you can just pick it up after combat as well. But that's the thing about quickly
Choices of
switching.
martial characters.
Yeah, that's the thing about switching back and forth between weaponry is you have to drop one and pull the other out, but you can't.
Right.
Rapidly
Okay. I
switch
think
back
I'm just
and
gonna... I think I'm just gonna leave it for now.
Mm-hmm.
And then... I didn't mean to ping.
That's okay.
I think I'm actually just gonna come down here instead and go after this guy.
Okay. Well, that one's... All of them are flying about 20 feet in the
they're
air.
flying. Wow, this is a great start.
That's okay.
I believe in you.
Those
Third
guys
is
are
a charm.
flying 20 feet.
Yeah. Those guys there are
So I
about
need
20
my
feet in the
freaking
air.
bow.
These other guys are about... They're at the top of this cliff wall, which is about 50, 60 feet up.
So I get a bonus action though, right?
You have your
said?
bonus action. You have your action, bonus action, and movement.
Nah. I should have thought about this.
It's okay.
It's always kind of hard when you can't see what is actually, happening in a 3D world.
Oh, I wish Roll20 had a better way to put, like, altitudes on stuff, but
Yeah.
there's just, like, you have to do a bunch of little workarounds, and I didn't like it. So I put the little wing icon on them.
If only
Oh.
someone had
Oh.
a 3D tabletop.
Wizards
Okay,
of the Coast, give me Project Sigil, whatever, just give it to
I know,
me.
We need it. We need it. And please allow me to import my own characters that I've made on Hero Forge.
We've
If you don't, I
created
will
a
have
machine
wasted
spirit.
my life.
Anyway,
I think it's just gonna be better in the long run if I just spend my action to pick up my bow.
okay.
And I don't really have any bonus actions I can do without having already attacked, it seems.
Okay. You don't have any,
So I
like,
guess
bonus
I'm-
action spells that you can cast or anything like that?
No, when I look at my bonus actions, it's all stuff that's like I have to hit somebody first. So
Gotcha.
so I think I'm just gonna be lame and just pick up my bow and then stay here.
I don't think that's lame. I think that's perfectly acceptable.
Do it. Do it.
Okay.
There's the secret third option.
What's the secret third option?
Throw the sword into the air and hope it hits.
Technically, actually not wrong. You can technically always throw a held weapon. But if it doesn't have the thrown property, it becomes an improvised weapon, which, there's problems associated with that.
So many rules.
I know. It's like there's a whole rule set, like a giant book or something that goes with it.
A couple of books or so.
Do you want to move anywhere from where you currently are, or?
No, I think I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay. As you pick up your bow and sling it on your back, something catches your ear. The echoing of that thunder crash from Synas' spell.
Oh
I fucked up, guys.
no! Oh no!
Except the rumble doesn't stop.
I've been thinking about this for a week.
From the northern region of this arena, past the cliff faces to the north, you hear like a building. Nothing has happened yet, but there is something approaching.
Oh dear. Good thing Reyka picked up her bow.
These spine devils are going to go. They swoop down, all of them swoop down to be about 20 feet-ish off the ground. Well, these guys are going to swoop down to about there. You'd think I'd be more prepared, but I just closed all of my character sheets and lost all my monsters. There they are. Oh, yeah, actually, okay. These two are gonna zip down to you, Reyka, and be on level with you now.
Oh, okay.
That takes about 15 feet of their movement. And they are going to... Actually, no. This guy's going to swoop down to Thava. And they are going to do 2 attacks on you. So they're all carrying these sharp barbed pitchforks in their hands as well. So it's going to come down and it's going to try and bite at you and then stab at you. Okay. 2 natural ones right out of the gate.
That was against me, right?
Nope. That was against Reyka. Same thing is going to happen to Thava. Okay. The natural 20 is going to hit. With
You can re-roll that one, Dre. No,
Can I?
Yeah, I think so. I think
You think so? Okay.
Alright, go ahead.
That's gonna be... If I can grab my D4s. Of course, they always roll 1. Why wouldn't they? Oh, it's just straight. Okay, so 5, 8. You're gonna take 13 points of piercing damage as this devil swoops in and just bites critically straight into your neck.
Jesus.
Damn.
And then these 2 are going to swoop down onto Synas. Same thing. 2 attacks from one, 2 attacks from the other. What's your AC again?
17.
Cool, that ain't gonna be anywhere near hitting you then.
Oh.
And, okay, 1 hit of a trident stabbing into you.
Oh no.
Or a fork, I guess. They don't call it a trident, they call it a fork. For 3 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then Rinn,
No.
the 2 that are still flying up higher in the air, these 2, here are going to send a grouping of tail spines your way.
No.
They just entered the fight, so they still have all their tail spines. Okay, let's roll 4 ranged attacks. Oh boy, I think only one of those is gonna hit you. What's your AC again?
18.
Ooh, it just hits you. Roll the 14 plus 4. So that's going to be... Are you gonna shield against it, or... It's only one hit.
If just one, I'll take
It's
it.
only one guy. That's gonna be, I can't math, 5 piercing damage and 6 fire damage.
Oh, jeez.
As this barbed tail spike embeds into you and burns at the skin that it stabs into. And they are all then going to swoop up into the air away from you. About 15 feet back upward into the air. Unfortunately, they have flyby, so you do not get attacks of opportunity against them.
I don't like these guys.
They swoop into the fight and out of the fight. Okay, Rinn, you are up with the big boy devil on deck.
Oh, great. Well, I learned that apparently the thing I was using last time doesn't actually work, which is command. Because they can't...
They don't understand common, technically. The one that you used it on should not have understood common, but it's fine, we move on.
We move on. Okay, so I've got very few choices.
True.
Did we establish that these things are magical or not?
As
Do we
in...
hit them with a fucking sling? Are they gonna just a regular ass sling? Or are they gonna seem physical? So
I believe both Reyka and Bud have learned that their normal arrows were not doing as much damage as they expected.
shit. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do something kind of. No. Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna do something kind of weird.
Okay, I like weird.
I'm gonna use a spell I've never used before. In fact,
Okay.
I never thought I would use this spell.
Oh
but
boy.
here we go.
Here we go.
We're in 5.5e now, folks, and
Yeah.
sorcerers get
Just a reminder.
Alter self just for free.
That's true. Well, it still
So-
takes your spell slot to cast it, but
It does, yeah, but I don't.
You don't have to
I didn't
prepare
have
it.
to choose it.
Correct.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is you alter your physical form and choose one of the following options.
Yep.
I'm gonna go for the one that gives me natural weapons.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make my horns get like spiky, like a dragon's horns.
okay.
And I'm gonna use it to do unarmed strikes
On whomst will you do this?
on the motherfucker who's the motherfucking closest to me.
The only one that you would ever be able to reach is the big barb devil over here.
God damn it, because they're flying.
They're all flying like 15, 20 feet in the air.
Yeah, that's right.
Would you like to change your...
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit him with a fucking sling. Is
Cool.
What I'm
Okay.
gonna do. Cool. Perfect. Isn't that great?
I love it.
And I'm also gonna back up.
Okay. A good choice.
But first, I'm gonna hit him with this.
Okay.
So, let's go with. Is there any that look really damaged? I can't remember what it was last time.
Let's see here. Looks like this guy and this guy are the most damaged.
All right, I'll hit the closer guy.
Okay.
Slingity sling sling.
Do it.
I will. Thanks.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's an 11.
11 does not quite hit, unfortunately.
Okay, I will retreat into the shadows.
The shadows of the bright just the
10.
Valley of Snow.
What's this red square?
That's where Bud has set up his Cordon of Arrows spell.
Cool.
It's fine, it won't attack you. Unless
25.
Unless.
you move into his little box of arrows.
They all just like target her.
Yeah.
What kind of action does it take to drink a potion?
We do bonus action to drink a potion.
How
I
will
think
we
the
do
new
bonus
rules is
action?
bonus action.
I think, yeah, they did adapt that into the new rules because I'm not sure there was ever any table that didn't allow that.
All right, I chug.
Kiko's.
Okay, bonus action potion drank.
Yeah, sweet.
Heck yeah.
2d4 plus 2, and I get back 7.
Okay, nice.
And I'm done.
Okay. The large devil looming in front of you, Thava, is gonna strike out at you and bolt. It's gonna go ahead and make its tail attack on Bolt and its 2 claw attacks on you. Bud, what is Bolt's armor class?
Let's see. It's 13 plus my wisdom modifier, and that's 2, so 15.
Okay, so that's a 19 to hit Bolt then. That's gonna hit. And I don't think a 16 hits you, Thava?
Nope.
God dang it.
Hey, you just got a crit on me.
I know. My job is to try and murder you in these fights. I don't know. Bolt is going to take 10 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
As it spins around and strikes out with that whipping, lashing, barbed tail.
Could you update his HP?
Oh,
max?
yes. What is
30.
it? It's supposed to be 30? Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. That's good.
10 points of piercing damage as he just smacks right into Bolt's side with a solid series of punctures.
Ouch.
Okay. What else is he gonna do? I think he's just going to shift as he tail swipes at Bolt. He's going to shift to the side to try and do his 2 claw attacks on Thava, which you definitely dodge out of the way of. And then it is going to be Synas with Bud on deck.
Okay. Well, since these guys have flyby, my plan to try to pull them down is probably not going to be super useful. So we'll use the bonus action of the, what do you call it? The archer form.
Yep.
To shoot a little blip at this guy.
Okay.
Where is that again? That is
Somewhere on your character sheet.
It was just a spell action, I think. But let me double check. Because they rewrote it.
Yes.
Oh wait, that's right. No, it's not on the character sheet anymore because...
Because
bleh.
D&D Beyond is buggy and goofy. And guys, fix your program before
Yeah.
releasing a new book, please.
I
Wizards,
think it's
give
just-
them more
I'm so
time.
sorry, I completely forgot it's not on here
Yeah.
anymore.
No, I just recalled that as you were looking.
That's moon, that's... oh, you know what? I could find this. Player's handbook.
I can break these cuffs. Do you still have the copy of your character? You just look there as well.
I do, but I don't know if they changed how much damage it does.
Ah.
Subclass, stars. There we go. 1d8, okay. That's what I thought it was.
Okay.
So we're just gonna go over here. We're gonna roll a spell attack
Spell attack.
on that guy. No, 9.
9.
I don't
that's
think that's
not
gonna
gonna
hit.
hit as your blast of starlight flies into the icy wall behind it.
I'll do a starry wisp at him with my full action.
Okay.
Same guy.
Yep.
23 better hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
And that's gonna be 15 radiant damage.
Wow. Okay. Okay then. As you send that blast of starry energy at him, you seem to hit him very square in the torso as this little zipping around devil suddenly gets a good old hole in its torso and it falls into the snow with a and then vanishes with a into a bunch of ash and just disgusting ichor.
Oh, okay, I'll take that. We take those. With that, you said it was coming from the north, that rumble?
Yeah, the rumbly's up to the north.
Synas is gonna look somewhat anxious, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. As he kind of yells behind his shoulder, I might have screwed up. And that's
Amazing.
gonna be my turn.
Okay. Bud, you are up with Thava on deck.
Question.
Answer.
When you do Bolt's Blink, does that incur an attack of opportunity?
No.
I would assume not.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
because he's just suddenly vanishing.
Yeah. I looked at the move and it says I can do an attack before or after teleporting, so I assume teleporting is a bonus action.
Well, I mean, because it's a creature, it's not really like, you know, the creature stat sheet of the Blink Dog they don't follow the same economy that player characters do. But we can call it a bonus action.
Yeah. So I'm gonna attempt a bite.
Like a
on
free action,
the-
I guess.
What is it? Barbed Devil?
The Barbed Devil.
Barbed Devil. Right, where the hell there it is. Okay. Oh, it's awful. That's a 9. It's not gonna hit.
9 does not hit, no. As it once again does that slap to Bolt's face as he goes to bite him.
Bolt is flummoxed by being unable to bite this guy, so he's going to. Could I do like maybe he blinks like right before the Barbed Devil like tries to slap him?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The Barbed Devil's like, what?
Yeah, it was just.
And he's gonna teleport to, I think, here.
Okay.
Let's get back a little bit, like just in front of
Just a quick little pow.
Bud. Yeah. And since I got Hunter's Mark on this guy,
Yes, you do.
Bud is going to snarl at this Barbed Devil, giving Bolt a hard time, and go for 2 attacks with his. Why am I forgetting?
Longbow?
Yeah, longbow.
Longbow.
So let's see what happens.
Okay. Let's do it.
15 for the first roll.
A 15 just hits.
Oh, it does.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, let's see.
Uh.
It's gonna be 8 damage for that.
What the?
Plus the Hunter's Mark, which I think is a D4, right?
I believe so.
I think so. Just gonna make sure.
No,
No, it's
D6.
D6.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
D6.
Plus 5 to that.
Total of 14 damage.
Damage. Yeah.
Once again, as your arrow finds its mark, it flinches, but doesn't seem to take as much damage as you want it to.
And I'll give it one more go. See if it does any better. Oh, that's a natural one.
Ooh. Unfortunately,
so that's just
no.
Gonna fly off into the
Wildly
distance
flies
somewhere.
off. Just nearly grazes Reyka, flies into the snow.
We are all not hitting these guys. You all notice that?
Don't say that. Don't say that right before my turn, please.
Hey, I did a great job.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Let me see. Yeah, I can only move Hunter's Mark if an enemy dies.
Correct.
I think. Okay. Just check and see if I can do any bonus actions. If I want to. Oh, one thing. Just for the hell of it, like
Okay.
I forgot. That, there's the effects with like a longbow. So
Oh yeah.
make
What
sure
is the
it's
longbow's
slow.
mastery?
Slow is
Slow?
applied
Okay.
to
Yeah.
the Barb Devil.
Okay.
Imagine that!
Imagine that!
I'm using my new abilities.
There you go. Slowed.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that when I hit him the last game.
I also forgot
Yeah.
until like the very last attack when Thava would do graze with the greatsword. Then I was like, oh right, weapon masteries, guys. New things.
I think I'll stick with that. That's
Okay.
fine.
Then it is Thava's turn with Reyka on deck.
I want to hit the guy in front of my face.
Do it.
It's a 27 hit.
I sure hope it does. Yes, it does. Absolutely.
13
Not fighting the
slashing
dragon yet.
damage.
Yeesh.
Let me double check something. Oh yeah, no, okay. My mastery thing only applies to when I miss, right? Yeah,
Correct,
I think
yes.
so.
Graze is only when you would miss an attack. You still do an automatic 4 damage, I think.
What about the...
Your heavy weapon master?
Yeah, let me double check what that thing is. What the fuck are you?
Everyone's looking up their masteries now.
I mean, it's
I
new.
mean,
It's
good, You
new.
might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's very
I'm glad
important.
I thought of it.
Martial classes have so many more things now.
Oh, okay, yeah. When you hit a creature with a weapon that has this heavy property, as part of the attack action, your turn, you can cause the weapon to deal an extra proficiency damage to the target. So 3 slashing damage.
So an extra 3 on top of that.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's gonna be gross.
Yeah, I have to give everything so much more health now.
Okay, and then I'm going for a
Second attack. Do it.
Oh, that's gonna be a miss. 9.
A 9? Yeah, unfortunately a 9 is not gonna hit. It doesn't want to be smacked, but...
But I do 4 slashing damage anyways, because I grazed him.
Graze. As he barely...
Graze is gross.
Graze is great. I love it. As this devil dodges out of the way, but you still manage to snap a couple spines off of its shoulder as it's struggling to maneuver out of the way of your sword. As it's just a really great sword. Anything,
Hey.
anything else you'd like to do?
I appreciate
I
your dad
think
jokes.
that-
I'm here for it. Alrighty. Reyka, you are up.
Okay, so this guy's still flying, right?
Yep, everything is still flying. These guys are all about 15 feet in the air above all you guys now.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot my longbow at this guy here.
Okay, yeah.
My computer's running slow.
You got this, computer.
We believe you.
You can do it.
My gaming laptop is dying.
No.
No.
25 to hit.
Oh, yeah. Definitely hits.
Wait for it to process.
Processing.
All right. For 10 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, 10 points of piercing damage.
Is it still alive?
It very much is. Both that one and the other one that's closer to the Thava haven't been hit yet unto this point.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna roll for my bugs.
Yes, go ahead and add bug damage.
Oh, 6 bugs.
So 16 points total of damage then.
And I'm gonna shoot him again with my second attack.
Okay.
22 to hit.
22 hits.
11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Similarly to the big guy, your arrows don't seem to be doing quite as much as you hope them to, but they are still doing damage.
Alright, I can get on these guys. Okay. That is all for me.
Alrighty. At turn order 20, that rumbling has grown louder and louder and louder, and cresting above the northern end of this chasm, you see a wave of snow as an avalanche just barrels down into this canyon. And because of the shape of the canyon, because of the shape of this canyon, it kind of funnels it straight into everything going on here. As this mass of snow and rocks and everything and tree chunks just down into this space. I'm going to need...
Can I react to this?
I need everyone to make a DC, or a strength saving throw first.
Oh,
Right.
strength.
As a 30-foot tall wall of snow, rock, and ice floods down into this canyon.
Will a 6 help me?
What about a 5?
This is going really good so far.
18.
18, that's good.
Poor
16?
fucking Thava.
16.
18.
18.
Yo, Bud strong.
Can you make one
Strong.
for Bolt as well, please?
Oh, yes. I assume he'd operate by the same. Well, does he actually?
It should say the rules for what you roll as his saving throw.
Yeah, give me a second.
As I find my dice that I need.
It's plus
Mm-hmm.
2 for strength.
Okay.
So 12.
12. Okay. Wonderful. As this avalanche just absolutely buries over the top of everyone, I'm just gonna make a couple group saving throws for the baddies. That's fitting. Thava, you watch the barbed devil in front of you, like, is focused on you until the very last second, and he just barely turns his head over his shoulder as he gets barreled under by this avalanche. Everyone in this arena, flying critters alike, are completely buried. Everyone who rolled underneath a 15 on that save is gonna take for me 9 points of bludgeoning damage,
Oh my god.
Oh.
and half as much on a successful save. So you'll take 9 points if you failed, and 5 points if you succeeded.
Oh. So much for
Wait,
that
how
potion.
much on a fail?
On a fail, 9.
And a succeed?
5,
Oh, okay.
because we're rounding up.
I wish I got to react to this with my teleporting.
Unfortunately,
I'm not allowed.
I mean, yeah,
There'd be time, but I will. We already did it. So.
it does move about 100 feet a second, so I feel like
Fair enough.
no, let's say that you can use your teleport on this because you are facing northward. You would see it coming. If you want to use your Fate Touched ability, you can.
Let's
Misty
see.
Step? Are you trying to Fey Touch Misty Step out of the way? I could do that too.
But can you do it as a reaction?
Can I?
What does it say in the feat? It should specify
Okay.
how you can use
No,
it.
does not.
That doesn't look like it's a reaction.
Yeah, so if it was a reactionary thing, like based on taking damage or something, I would say that would probably be acceptable.
Okay. Yeah, it just seems like something you'd be able to do very quickly.
Yeah, I believe that's meant to be I'm gonna read it just to make sure I'm not
Yeah, it doesn't look
BSing
like
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just curious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, in this case, I know there is a feat that, or a feature of something that lets you do Misty Step as a reaction to taking damage. I don't remember if it's in the Archfey Warlock or if it was in that feat, but I think it's in the Archfey Warlock.
It's gonna be like, using the bone dust and Bloodborne, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Just like phasing out of
I'm out.
existence every time something tries to hit me.
Yep. Okay. But this snow barrels through, and the snow that's in this canyon kind of gets blocked up against itself and stops, leaving everyone here completely buried in snow.
Okay.
Everyone is, for the intents and purposes of conditions, considered to be both blinded and restrained,
Oh.
as you are under 30 feet of snow. Ish. Or, well, probably more like 20 feet of snow after it has passed. The Spine Devils are going to go next. They are buried in snow. And I need to deal damage to each of my lads here.
See, if you think about it, I was just doing a really big crowd control.
Yeah. Now we're all protected by 20
Yeah.
layers of snow.
Hey,
20 feet of
you know,
snow.
everyone can also consider themselves to be in total cover.
Yay.
And as long as you don't suffocate to death, that's great.
Yeah. Which is something you might have to start worrying about in a second. Okay, they are going to try and make some saves to dig their way out. But I don't know if they're going to be able to. Okay. Okay. Unbeknownst to all of you, because you were all buried in snow, but you can hear the screeching of those devils muffled through the massive layer of snow now surrounding all of you, as they all do manage to dig their way out of the snow. Kind of third-person camera from above. All of these devils, the snow is kind of melting around their very hot forms as they emit an infernal heat, helping them get out.
Oh, jeez.
And they're all going to clamber their way out and fly even further up back to the cliff sides and observe this now smothered in snow arena.
I didn't say it was good crowd control.
Boy.
And looking at this, I think... Yeah, none of you see this, but two of them take off and fly further out of the area. As the most wounded ones flee. Rinn, it is your turn.
Great.
You are buried in snow.
Okay.
You can try and dig yourself out. Or you can try and do something to aid in that, or what have you.
Can I just cast a little firebolt to help me start getting out of here? Or
Firebolt.
at least enough to get some melted around my face hole so I can suck in air.
I mean, you'd have to work up through 20 feet of snow to find
yeah.
air. But
Okay.
the
Well, I'm gonna start
firebolt
working
will
on
hit
that.
like right in front of your hand, basically.
Yeah. Well, let's get hot in here and start melting
Okay.
snow.
Yeah, sure. Not gonna make you make an attack to hit the ground that is covering you.
Yes.
But you do, casting Firebolt, you do create like a pocket in front of your face as the snow melts. But the weight of the snow above is kind of packing what is now empty space down a little bit more.
Yeah.
So you've given yourself some space, but it hasn't really helped you escape yet.
Is it working towards?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay.
You've created like a 1 foot space in front of your face that is not snow.
Great. 20 more turns to go. 19. Correction.
19.
What else can be done?
I mean, you can on their turn, people can use an action to try and get themselves free. It's specifically an athletics check.
I see. Okay. Well,
So while you are not necessarily trying to or making fast headway to get out, you're also not making it worse for yourself just yet.
okay.
By
Well, with a
failing
little
a
bit of
save.
space and my hands free, could I drink another potion?
Sure.
Sweet.
Buried deep under the snow, just chugging away potions. I like it.
Glug, glug, glug.
Potions.
If you're suffocating and you're taking damage from suffocating, can you drink a health potion?
I mean,
Breathe in
yeah.
the health potion.
Yeah, technically.
Does that mean you can get enough health potions to breathe underwater? Just like circulating through your lungs?
No, because you kind of go from max HP to no HP suddenly. Okay.
Alright, that's all I can do.
Okay. The barbed devil is going to, much the same, attempt to dig himself out. Thava, you're buried like right next to this guy practically. You can still feel the heat coming from him, but you can't quite see where he is. But you can hear him scrabbling around to try and dig his way out. It seems to not be succeeding, as the amount of heat that it's kicking out is actually working against it as it pulls some snow away. It's melting so much with its claws that it's actually reburying itself over and over. And it seems to have failed to work on digging itself out. Synas, it is your turn. You may try and do something clever to get yourself out of this situation, or perform an athletics check to start digging yourself to the surface.
Would he do that? I'm trying to decide what he should do, but I'm gonna say for this first turn, we're just gonna do an athletics check
Okay.
to try and start digging my way up. It's just a 10.
10, unfortunately.
Oh wait, can I use my
Oh.
inspiration?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to try that. Please, baby, please. 11, that'll definitely.
Ooh, so much better. Unfortunately, 11 also is not gonna do it. As you try and swipe some snow away and push and wriggle your way upward, you don't seem to make that much progress, and you just kind of rebury yourself in as you become slightly more restrained.
Yup. Okay. Any bonus actions that might help?
Any bonus actions?
You know what? We're just gonna live with this for now. If it gets back around to me, I might have an idea. But I
Okay.
need to think.
Bud, you are up.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. What do I want to do? If I wanted to do, well, let me roll for
Bolt's teleportation.
exactly to see if he gets it back. He's not getting it back. That's a 1.
Unfortunate.
Is it possible to take someone with you in a Misty Step teleport if you hold on to them?
No. Misty Step only moves you.
Okay. Yeah, and if I wanted to help Bolt escape, that would be an action.
Yes, you would have to take the help action.
Yeah. Okay. What would I roll to try to get Bolt out of there? Would it be like a...
Well, you are also restrained and blind, so a lot of this is going to be trying to get yourself out of the snow before you can help other people.
Right. I just mean, like, when it comes to trying to break free for Bolt and myself, like, what are my options? Like, what kind of rolls can I do?
You can make an athletics check to try and work on digging yourself out, which will end the blind and restrain.
Okay.
Or if there's some other thing you would like to try.
I assume acrobatics doesn't count.
Acrobatics does not count. You cannot backflip your way out of being buried.
Audience, I have +9 in acrobatics, that's why I asked.
It's a valid thing to ask, admittedly.
Can I backflip through the avalanche, please?
No,
That'd be pretty sick, though.
that would be pretty sick.
Just backwards long, jump
Yeah.
your way through and clip through.
Woo, woo, woohoo!
Yeah.
Up the stairs, like...
Could I choose to Misty Step out of the snow if I wanted to?
Unfortunately, Misty Step requires you to see a destination, and you can't see anything right now.
Okay. So yeah, I will do an athletics check to see if I can get out. That's gonna be a 15.
15 is exactly what you need. As you, using your kind of diminutive agile form, you kind of wriggle your way out and start clawing your way up and basically kind of dig a slightly angled tunnel and pop out of the top of the snowbank. And you are freezing.
Wiping all the snow off of him.
There is snow inside your nostrils, it's in your mouth, it's everywhere. Snow everywhere. But you are free and up 20 feet from where you were before.
Nice. Let me do an athletics check for
Bolt.
as well. Let me see what I can add to his roll. Give me a second. Let's see. Let's see athletics on his list. So what
it would just be a add the proficiency bonus plus the strength modifier.
Okay.
Because that's
So it's
what
gonna be-
your like athletics check is using if you have proficiency in it.
So say it one more time.
If we look at your Dogs
Strength
character
14.
sheet, he has a strength of 14.
Yes.
So a save would match the same thing you roll for your saves. I believe that's the wording for Beastmaster.
So +2 plus the wisdom modifier.
Correct.
Okay, so +4. Okay. 14. Well, 14 is just barely not enough.
14 total?
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's trying his best deep under there, but he cannot seem to scramble his way back out just yet.
Very sad. Okay. Well, so that was an action for me. I can't really do too much.
Yeah, that was your action. You have a bonus action and whatever's left of your movement after you've moved 20 feet. So 10 feet of movement left.
Right. I don't think I can do anything to aid.
Not on this turn,
At
but
this point.
on
Yeah.
subsequent turns you can start digging towards. But there are still also, you look up after getting your bearings, clearing your face of snow, and you do see there's still 3 devils perched on the cliff faces, which are now only about 30 feet above you instead of the previous very tall edges.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't think I really want to use. I can't use Cure Wounds on Bolt right now because he's.
Yeah, you can't see him,
finished
so yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm done.
Okay, cool. Then it is Thava. What would you like to do?
I have a question.
I have an answer for you.
Obviously, I'm kind of buried down here, but this guy's like right in front of me.
It's true.
Is there any chance I could try to attack him with something? If not the greatsword, could I grab my like short sword and try to stab through the snow at him?
You can. Because you are restrained, you do have disadvantage on your attack rolls. Because everyone is blinded and restrained.
Okay.
My God.
So-
This is terrible.
You're buried under an avalanche.
Yes, we are.
It's a really bad scenario. I mean, you could try.
Can I do it with my greatsword, or do I need to pull out my short sword?
I think with the fact that your greatsword spits lava out, you could probably make your greatsword work as
Okay.
it melts through the snow, but it's still at disadvantage.
That's fine. We'll take the disadvantage. We'll try.
Okay.
It's a 15 hit.
A 15 just hits.
Oh, perfect.
On disadvantage, dang.
14 slashing damage plus
Oh my
3, so
god!
17 slashing
Oh
damage.
my god!
Wow. Thava.
Let's go! Damn, he looks rough.
Good.
Okay, I'm gonna go again.
Okay. Gonna kill my man underneath an avalanche.
Why not?
God.
16.
It's 16 hits. On disadvantage. Fucking.
Yes, on disadvantage.
Give me some of them rolls,
16
please.
slashing damage
Oh
total.
my god.
So 13 plus 3.
How do you do it? How would you like to do it?
I don't know, like...
Like, just
I
cram the
imagine
sword in
kinda
him.
hard- I imagine I'm not actually slashing. I have to be stabbing.
Yeah,
There's no
stabbing at
other
him.
way.
Yeah, there's no other way.
Yeah.
Just like take the greatsword in both hands and just cram it into the spot next to you. And you hear this screeching as there's a big burst of like flame and ash right next to you. Just, and then the snow that was there just collapses inward. And he is gone.
Amazing.
Fuck. Even buried under 20 feet of snow, she's fucking unstoppable.
Why not?
God. Golly, anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I don't know. I don't think I can attempt to leave right now.
No,
because
you'd
I
have to
think
use your action to do so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'm good then.
Okay.
As the DM says through gritted teeth. Anything else you'd like to
Is
do?
there anything else you would like to do? Okay. Reyka, you are up.
All right. Well, I guess I have to do the athletics check, right?
Yep. To try and dig your way out.
Holy shit! I got a 17.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Very similar. The Rangers both kind of makes sense, honestly, actually. Dig their way out of the avalanche. You pop your head free of the snow, hair completely frosted over, ice covering you, though you're not as cold due to that cold resist armor. But you are free and on top of the snowbank. But you have used your action, you have your bonus action, and the rest of your movement. So I believe, what is your move speed? 35?
Yeah, but everybody's flying.
Yeah, well, they're perched up on top of these cliffs, which are like 20 feet above you.
Are they climbable?
You could climb it, but it would probably require your action, and I don't know if you don't have enough move speed to go up them as well.
Okay. Then I guess I'll just stay where I'm at. I don't really have a bonus action that... Well, actually, you said potions, right?
Potions
I
can
think
be
I've
drank
got-
as a bonus action.
What do I have for potions? I have a greater potion of healing.
You could use that.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
How do I activate it?
You are going to roll
4d4 plus 4.
4d4 plus 4.
Okay, so I need to... Good. Okay. You have to do... Is there a way to, like, choose more than one die on here?
In D&D Beyond,
Yeah.
you should just be able to, in the little dice thing in the bottom right, if you just keep clicking on D4s, it'll select more.
Oh, just start throwing them
Yeah.
out? Okay.
Reyka, you don't bring dice cross country with you all the time.
I should. Okay. Roll 44s.
And then add 4.
5.
Okay, so
Plus
9.
4. would
9
be
total.
9. So I get 9 hit points back.
9 HP
Okay,
back.
and I'm just gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay. Gotcha. It is these devils' turn. And seeing that Bud and Reyka are the two that popped out, they're the ones they're gonna attack. As you guys see these devils launch themselves from their perches flying towards you. Staying about, roughly 20 feet away from you at all times.
Well, hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh?
Keep in mind that they're also... Your cordon of arrows is 20 feet down toward the ground, and they're 20 feet further up from the snow than you. So the sphere
Oh, so you're
wouldn't
thinking
reach...
vertically.
You gotta think in 3 dimensions. As you've moved 20 feet up, your spell only reaches 10 feet above the snowbank currently. So, unfortunately, they would be out of range of cordon of arrows. I believe.
This is a rough fight, you guys.
This is like the intro fight too. It's
Yeah,
like-
I'm legitimately worried about our chances with this dragon.
To be fair, I don't think the avalanche was supposed to be part of it. I don't know who did that, but
It was tough before the
I
avalanche.
don't know who did that.
I don't know who did that. Oh, jeez. But they are going. They're gonna fling some spines. 4 spines toward Bud and 2 spines towards Reyka.
I don't like that.
What's your AC, bud?
My AC is 15.
Whoa, 1 just hits on you. 2 hit on Bud.
Oh.
Oh.
1 from one and 1 from the other.
Nice.
We're gonna roll all that damage there. Of course, it's poo-poo. Poo-poo numbers because D4s are involved. They're D1s, really. So you're gonna take 2 piercing damage
Nice.
and 5 fire damage.
Oh.
As these devils unleash a bunch of spines upon you.
I want to, because I never use it. I don't really have much of a reason to. I'm going to use my contingency band.
Yes, the reactionary healing.
Yes, because I have 1 charge left. So I'm just gonna save that. Change to it. Okay.
You should have a 2d4 plus 2 saved in there right now.
Yep. Let's see. Now, when you do this, you roll the d4 twice and only add the 2 once. Is that correct?
Correct. It's 2. The total overall math. It would be 1d4 plus 1 twice. So 2d4 plus 2 total.
Yeah. Okay. That's 2, 3, 5, 7.
Okay. 7 healing to you as your contingency band activates as a reaction.
Wonderful.
Reyka, what's your AC for me?
16.
16. The spines that come ripping out of this devil's tail towards you embed in the snow, and sink away out of sight as they both miss.
Excellent.
Rinn, you are up. You are under snow still. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna try to dig myself out again. I
Okay.
guess, should I just go for the strike? That seems to work better than my fire, which is surprising.
I mean, firebolt is also a very small amount of fire.
But it's fire.
And it's packed snow.
This is true.
You ever set snow on fire before?
Well, what if I could always try for create bonfire.
Sure, if you want to try and creatively work your way up,
With fire?
you can. Of course.
Question is, where do I cast it?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you cast it like right on yourself, then you run the risk of damaging yourself. But also, you create a 5x5x5 empty pocket of snow that then is going to try and collapse inward because gravity.
God, it's just, yeah. It'll probably just extinguish the fire once it falls.
Probably.
How is a strength check gonna get me out of here?
By using your
20
own,
feet of snow.
your gumption and digging power.
Okay, I guess I'll try for it.
Okay.
Athletics?
Athletics.
Ha, that's a 9.
9. You don't have inspiration, do you?
I do not.
Okay. Fortunately, a 9 is not going to cut it.
It's okay, I'm useless down here anyways.
It would be the Barb Devil's turn, but they are fucking dead, so...
I'm so sorry.
Synas! Speaking of Synas,
Hi.
Synas, you're up!
Yeah. So I failed my first one.
You did. The snow feels like it's trying to compact a little tighter around you, as when you move, it fills in the gaps. But you can still try and escape. You feel like you might not get too many more chances to do so.
I'm just gonna use a D20 real quick as like a coin flip.
Okay.
Okay, no, it's not even. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one more athletics.
Okay.
A 5.
5. You keep trying to scramble your way through the snow, but you are struggling with the amount of weight bearing down on top of you and the ice packing in around you. You feel like if you fail that one more time, you might get trapped.
Yeah, no, I didn't roll an even, so I'm gonna, that's gonna be it for now.
Okay. Bud, you are up. With Thava on deck.
Right, let's see.
Do I have like, well, let me see if Bolt can get out first.
Okay.
It was +4, right?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
what is the Your primal companion has a +2 to its strength saves, according to its stat sheet.
Yeah, and you said plus.
Well, it
the
should just be
modifier.
that +2. That modifier is taken in by. That is the modifier. That is the proficiency bonus.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
I believe.
either way, I would have failed the last one.
Yes.
So +2. No, it was almost a 17. 3. So not getting out.
What'd you roll? Almost a 17, but not quite.
Almost a 17.
Unfortunately, Bolt similarly seems to be getting buried and locked in a bit more, and might not be able to physically escape if he fails another one.
Okay.
All right. What would you like to do?
Do I have any idea where Synas is?
You guessed, you saw where he was before everything hit, so he's probably around there somewhere.
Is there any way I can use my action to attempt to help get him out?
It would take a fair amount of digging to free him, as you would have to spend your entire action for probably a couple turns trying to find your friend.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's anything else I could try to do that would help. I don't think so. Sounds like that's not really gonna cut it. What happens if somebody gets trapped? They just can't do anything until combat is over?
They gain 1 level of exhaustion for every 5 minutes they spend buried in the snow as they suffocate to death slowly.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry,
yeah.
Synas is probably starting to panic. I have an idea, but
Just like I want to help, but like I feel like it's not gonna really do much good.
They still got flying critters, right?
There's still 3 flying devils that currently only have Reyka and Bud to attack.
Yeah. All right, let me think about this. How do I want to approach them? Let's see. Who's above ground?
Just you and Reyka.
Me and Reyka. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's really useful. Which ones look worse for wear? If I can tell.
They all look about the same health-wise.
Okay.
They've all been injured, but they are all still looking pretty okay.
Okay. Can I... Well, let me go ahead and... I'm gonna try to attack this one.
Okay.
Right here. Let's see. My longbow. Oh, man. That was a 10.
10 total? Okay, 10
Yeah.
total unfortunately does not hit.
That means I got a 2. Because I got +8.
Oh, man.
boy.
So I'll try to go for another hit on that guy. Oh, that was weird. It rolled back. That's a 14.
14 does
plus
hit.
8.
Wow.
Plus 8. So,
22. That hits.
22. Okay. I think I might apply. Do I want to apply Hunter's Mark to this guy?
The previous one did die. You do, because of Hunter's Mark, you do know that it has died.
Okay, so can I just reapply to this
You can
guy?
reapply it to that guy.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
2 for that, so that's gonna be 5 damage plus rolling my d6. Oh, 1. So
6 damage. Wonderful. As your arrow smacks into this thing and it flitters back and forth a little bit, shaking the arrow out of its skin. Anything else you'd like to do?
I think that'll be it.
Okay. Thava, you are up with Reyka on deck.
Hey, Jrain.
Hey, Thava.
My greatsword needs to explode now.
Oh, I forgot about the shotgun. Okay.
I think this is a great way to get out of the snow.
I think it's fucking awesome. How big is that cone again?
Let me double check. I want to say it's 30 feet.
I thought it was 15, but is
Let me
it?
double check.
If it's 30,
30-foot cone.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Alright, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use it to get out.
Holy shit. Yeah. Okay. From everyone else's perspective that's buried in the snow, you hear and feel like an explosion just went off. Bud and Reyka especially, like, oh, hold on, I have to think of like 3 dimensions here. It's a 30-foot wide cone. How much damage does that deal?
Let me double check. It's 2d6 fire and 2d6 lightning.
Okay, let me measure a thing real quick.
This guy's about to pull out his engineering degree real quick.
I am actually. Because from you, a 30-foot cone, like vertically, would look like this, right? But up, I think Reyka would be on the edge of it. Is there a save associated with it, or does it hit?
1 second. Must succeed a DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
Reyka, I need you to make a dex save for me, as the snow...
How deep is Thava?
Like 20 feet down-ish. And this is a 30-foot cone pointed straight up, so you'd be like right at the edge of it.
Okay.
But
So what saving throw?
A dexterity
DC
saving throw.
13 dex,
DC
yeah.
13.
Oh, good. That's my best. Natural 20 for a 27.
Whoa!
Damn.
Nice.
Roll your damage, because I believe they take half damage on a save, right?
Oh, I still take damage? Damn it.
I'm so sorry.
As a 20-foot diameter circle opens up basically right under your, right next to you, with a giant fiery lightning explosion.
How much damage do I take?
1 second.
Oh, sorry.
Oh god, this is not gonna be good. I can tell you this right now.
Yeah.
8 fire damage. And 6 lightning damage, so half that. So 4 fire, 3 lightning.
7 total damage.
Is this the session where we kill ourselves?
Hey, listen, you're speaking of people who do friendly fire damage.
Yeah, I don't think you technically have room to
We're all
talk.
just looking for the guy who caused this.
Pretty much. Who could have caused
I'm
this?
just imagining like a Kratos moment for Thava, like, the avalanche of Icefire Peak could not hold me. I will have my revenge.
Thava, you're in like a bowl of snow now that's all melted and fucked up, and you see Reyka gets like knocked backward at the top edge of it from this giant explosion.
Alright, can I walk out?
You can leave.
Yeah.
You do have spider climb, so you can just you can just go.
Amazing, perfect.
No check. You're free. Amazing. Actually, yeah.
What?
How much damage is that again? 14 total
Let me double check.
of lightning and fire. I think you said 4 fire and.
Where the hell was the?
Yeah, I mean, I took 7, so it must have been
It must
14.
have been 14 total.
Yeah.
Does not have resistance to lightning damage. Okay. Because I'm gonna say that cone would have been close enough to clip this devil as well.
Sure, why not?
Why not? So he's not really pleased about that, and looks very bloodied.
Is he on
Okay.
the floor? Or is he?
He's like 5-10 feet above the ground.
Let me double check something because I want to see if that was an attack or an action.
Oh, the explosion?
Yeah. It says the end of your 3rd turn. Oh, his 3rd turn. Each creature must say. I'm not sure.
I think it just happens.
Is it not? So it's not an action. Or
I don't think it's
anything?
part of the action. I think it's just it's supposed to be at the end of your turn, sword explode.
Also, speaking of which, Dre, I don't know how long it takes to recharge. It doesn't say on the description.
Yes, I will reread that real quick. Is there anything
No
else
deal.
you're doing for your turn?
If I can attack that guy, I'm gonna try and attack that guy.
I'll let you attack that guy.
You said I can't get into melee though, right? Because he's like 10, 15.
Yeah, you would be just outside your range.
That's fine. I'll just chuck a javelin at him.
Okay. Do it.
I imagine a 10 doesn't hit.
10 does not hit as that javelin flies past and embeds right into the ice wall right over
I can
here.
attack twice. Right?
You can throw 2 javelins.
Throw another javelin. How about 17?
That hits.
For 6 piercing damage. And let me see what the thing was.
For the mastery for javelin.
Yeah. Where are you?
Not magical javelins, are they?
No.
Okay.
I tried getting the magical javelins.
Yeah, it's true.
They turned to dust.
They turned to dust. They did. They turned to dust, folks.
Where is it? I'm trying to find out where the fuck it is.
It should just say in your character sheet the mastery, shouldn't it?
Oh, I see it. I see it now. You hit a creature with javelin, deal damage to the creature, you can reduce its speed by 10 feet.
Okay, so it has the slowing property. So its move speed is slowed.
Cool.
Slowed. Okay, anything else you'd like to do?
That's it.
Alrighty, Reyka, you are up.
Okay, I have a question.
I have an
DM.
answer.
How tall is this rock?
That rock was buried under the snow. That was like a 10-foot tall rock. It's now 10 feet below
that's
you.
right. I forgot we're dealing with a bunch of snow now.
Yeah, you're on top of a snowbank. So for all intents and purposes, like maybe this rock back here is poking up out of the snow, but everything else is gone.
All right, damn it. All my planning foiled.
I'm sorry.
So you said this guy is like 5 or 10 feet above?
He's like 10 feet in the air. You wouldn't be able to hit him with a melee attack, but you could hit him with a ranged attack.
No, all right. I'll just shoot my longbow at him.
Okay. Shoot him 2 times with that longbow.
14?
A 14 hits.
Hey. For 8 damage, plus bugs.
Plus buggos.
Another 3 for bugs.
Okay. He's looking pretty rough. He's swatting bugs off him. He's dripping weird blackish ichor, kind of falling apart a little bit, but he's still standing. Flying.
All right, here comes my other bow shot.
Yep.
Here it comes.
15.
15 hits.
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage as your arrow finally doing its work and knocking this guy out of the air as it falls with a puff of ash against the snow, and your arrow clatters away from its now non-existent corpse.
I helped.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I am going to move down here.
Okay. The remaining 2 spined devils are going to deleting these guys because technically there's no corpses either. One of them is going to swoop in on Bud. The other one's going to swoop down to Reyka. They are going to go for a bite and a stab. So first on Bud, the bite. That is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
You're gonna. Why do I even roll these? It's always 1. You're gonna take 2 points of piercing or slashing damage, and another 16 to hit. You're also going to take 3 points of piercing damage, and then it is going to fly back out of your range without incurring attacks of opportunity because of their obnoxiously useful flyby property. Same on you, Reyka. A bite and a stab. Where did my other d20s go? There. Oh, okay. That dice only rolls 14 apparently. 16 to hit on you.
Wait, you got a 16?
16.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Okay, that dice just got eaten by the void. That's gonna be 3 slashing damage as it bites onto you. And that is gonna be a 20 to hit, not a natural 20. So then you get 1 point of piercing damage as it pricks you with the little trident fork it's got. What a little guy. And then it similarly is gonna fly back about 15 feet away from you. Rinn, you are up with Synas on deck.
I do another strength check.
Okay.
Athletics.
Athletics.
Oh, that's a 4.
That's a 4.
This is not my strong suit.
Yeah, the snow seems to be packing in more around you, and that bit that you freed up by your face kind of fills in some.
Shit.
You feel like you have one more chance after this, or you will become trapped.
Shit.
Any more potions to chug on your bonus action?
I do not have any more. That's
Okay.
it.
Synas, you are up.
So if I do one more athletics, do I still have a bonus action afterwards?
Yes. But you will
Okay.
not be able to make further athletics checks.
That's fine. So he's gonna start with one more panicked athletics.
Okay.
5.
5.
Oh my gosh.
Not
Jesus
enough.
Christ.
You feel yourself quite locked in place in this snow.
With that, I'm gonna use a free action to drop the form that I've got.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action to wild shape into an Arctic fox.
Oh!
And I'm going to start burrowing 5 feet a turn.
They have burrow.
They have 5 feet of burrowing.
Oh, cute.
He's just a
love it.
tiny little white fox
Just
with
a little
black
guy.
little paws, just
Oh.
digging his way. He's
Okay.
got to go 20 feet, but he's going.
Shook, 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 shook. And you begin digging. You are
And-
not locked in.
For the record, all of his equipment melds in. So
Yes. Okay, you will spend presumably the next 4 turns digging.
yeah, I'm
the
gonna
next
be
3
digging
turns.
for a bit.
Okay, Bud, you are up. There's 2 more devils still here.
Wonderful.
I'll also be right back.
Bolt's gonna try to escape one last
Mm-hmm.
time.
Got this.
Come on. Oh my gosh. It's not a natural 20, but it's a 20.
It's a 20. Bud, just in front of you, you hear the scrabbling of dog paws as Bolt's head punches out of the snow, and he digs himself free.
Oh my goodness! Oh, I thought you were buried under there for good.
It's so fucking cold!
I know. I'm glad I got out of there quickly. All right, let's get these guys.
All right.
And let's see. What do I want to do? Oh, let me see if I can recharge Bolt's teleport.
Yes.
No, I can't.
Darn.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna do the,
Mm-hmm.
teleport up.
The teleporting bite.
fall
Yeah.
back down.
Yep.
But that will not work. So I will attempt to do my lombo attacks on this guy again, since we've
Okay.
got Hunter's Mark on him still.
Yep. Oh, I should probably put that. Wow.
First roll is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Glorious.
Oh.
Love your song.
Oh.
Because
What is this? A devil.
I'm back.
Welcome back. What's that damage?
Let's see. 5 plus 3, that's 8. And then.
Plus a d6.
It's going to be 13 damage.
13 damage. This is pretty solid. It's looking pretty rough. Still alive, though.
Alright. I'll.
Another arrow?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? What happens if I, just do, one attack? even though I can do 2, is it just kind of like you forfeit it
Yeah,
at that point?
you can just, I guess, forfeit your other attack if you want to.
Yeah, which I'm not going to do.
I will say, as a Dragonborn, one thing you can do is you can swap any of the attacks in your attack action, my god, out for your breath weapon. That is something that Dragonborn can do.
Oh, so I could do.
You could do like one stab with a sword and then breathe, poison on them kind of thing, or one shot with an arrow and then blast them with, a breath weapon as a thing that you're able to do.
Interesting. I'll just see if I can take this guy out.
Okay.
Come on. Oh, yes. That's a 20. Not natural, but 20.
Okay.
To hit. Which hits.
It does.
Let's see. Oh, that's not a great start. 1 plus... That might be enough.
1!
Plus 3 is 4. And then... 5 damage?
9. Oh! The math works out with the rounding. As you just barely kill this guy. Putting one last arrow through him. Right into the neck, and it just kind of falls into the dirt, into the snow, and similarly bursts into a puff of ash.
All right. Bud swivels his head. His eyes flash as he acquires his new target over here, Hunter's Mark.
Is it a bonus action to transfer that?
I believe so, yeah, upon death.
Okay.
Hunter's Mark is a bonus action.
I believe so.
Let me just check to be sure. Don't want to presume. Where are you?
Where are you?
Don't even
Where are
Sorry.
You.
Gotta like scroll through so much stuff sometimes.
There's a lot of stuff.
I'm sorry, I'm having a moment here. Hold on.
You're okay.
It does it say? It's a bonus action.
It's a bonus
Yeah.
action. Okay, use your bonus action
Right.
to transfer Hunter's Mark to that dude.
Yes.
Perfecto.
And I think what I'll do is I'm going to jog forward
Okay.
to Reyka, and potions are a bonus action. Yeah.
But you just use your bonus action to transfer Hunter's Mark.
Oh, that's right.
And administering a potion to someone else is an action.
Is an action. Okay, so that. I
But
can't
taking
do
one
that.
yourself is a bonus action.
Okay, so never mind. Well, if
I appreciate the thought.
yes, if people are not healed by the next turn, then I might do that. But that's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Then it is Thava with Reyka on deck.
How high up in the air is this guy?
He's like 10 feet off the ground, similar to the other guy.
More javelins.
More javelins.
More.
$16?
16 hits.
8 piercing.
Okay. 8 piercing.
22 to hit.
22 hits.
9 piercing.
My god. Yep, it's still up. But it is looking it's looking rough.
Also, I'm applying the slow.
Yes.
And that'll be it.
Okay. Reyka, you are up.
Okay, I guess this is the last guy.
There's only one guy left. He's looking around really nervously right now. As he's getting riddled with javelins that are just kind of slamming into him and bouncing off, and
15 to hit with my longbow.
15 hits.
9 points.
9 points. Still
Plus
up.
Bugs. 4 bugs.
13. It's still up, but it looks pretty rough.
Second shot with that longbow. I'm just glaring at him with a 12.
Whoa, just barely missing. As he just dodges out of the way with a yell. As you can clearly tell, this critter is afraid.
I'm just gonna glare at him really hard.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
going to.
Bonus action hard stare.
4. I'm gonna go back here.
Okay. A wise decision. On this creature's turn, looking at the scenario and how it's feeling, it's going to start running.
Hey.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30 takes it out and past your guys' view. It's going to use its action to dash, functionally taking it out of the arena of combat and running off into the snow in a direction.
Does he still have the javelin stuck to him?
He does have one javelin sticking out of him still.
Damn.
It's just like through his ribs, like that joke arrow thing you can put on your head. It's just like through his torso. But with no creatures left on the field, it is just you guys. So we're gonna come out of the turn order and go back to something a little less intense as far as music goes.
All right.
As you guys.
Nice job, everyone besides me. Nice job.
Are you still buried?
So
I'm still buried. And I was useless
Synas
for that
is-
entire fight.
Reyka's gonna go over and help dig Rinn out.
Yep. So
You know where I am. Just look for the smoke.
I can figure
Yeah.
out. I know where you are.
yeah, Thava could just use her divine
I'm gonna
sense
use
to.
her divine. Yeah, I am. It's exactly what I'm gonna do to figure out exactly
Yeah.
where folks are.
You pinpoint Rinn exactly, and Bud and everyone kind of digs down after like a minute or so of digging snow out. Rinn, you guys finally see her hair first, and then you find her as her hair is kind of up in the snow.
Grab me by the horns.
And just pull. Rinn, you are fucking freezing cold.
So fucking cold.
Synas, you come popping out of the snowbank as your little Arctic fox a few moments later.
That's adorable.
I go wrap myself in Reyka's cloak.
Okay. But yes, you guys are in a little valley still that is now full of snow. The remnants of the avalanche having swooped past you.
I have an
Okay, well,
important
first-
question.
Oh.
Very important question.
What's the important question?
Does Synas immediately turn back into his normal self, or is he still just a little fox? We're like, oh, where's Synas?
As he starts walking towards you guys, he will. Like the moment he's unburied and starts on his feet, he's done with that.
As you see this little fox kind of morph back into the large form of Synas.
Have we ever seen him
Nope.
No.
take animal shape?
No.
Never once has the druid used animal shape.
Interesting. A druid who doesn't use animal shape, a sorcerer who does nothing but fire.
Yeah, I wonder
So
why he
while
would
that
use...
happens, and Reyka's like, I guess got a Rinn in her cloak. Just gonna like watch him do that transformation while slowly eating 35 good berries. Probably getting some juices in Rinn's hair.
Yeah, which like freezes immediately because it's like, it's fucking bitter up here. It's like 0 degrees Fahrenheit on this mountain without wind chill.
Reyka, if you drop a good berry, Rinn's just gonna pick it up and eat it.
Yeah, I mean, if you need some, I've got 25 additional.
Yes, please.
How many would you like?
As many as you'll give me. I have 17 health. Like 10? Can I have 10?
You want 10?
I'll take 10.
You can have 10.
I love the healing bag of berries. That's my favorite little healing
So,
item.
like,
It's great.
So I got a Rinn in my cloak, and I have eaten 35 good berries, dripping juices in her hair,
Yep.
and then I
Which is freezing.
I start offering her berries
Yeah.
while she's shivering. And
You're feeding her one by one like a little baby
Every
bird.
6 seconds. One little berry. Yum 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 yum
Hey,
yum yum yum.
Reyka, can Bolt have some?
Absolutely, I got 15 more. How many do you need?
I mean, that'll be enough.
You need 15?
He could eat 15.
All right.
He could eat a lot more.
Thank
than
you.
15.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Bolt just comes up and eats out of her hand or something.
Yeah.
Like
Just
a
like
horse.
the really like eager, slobbery, devouring, dog eating treat way too fast kind of thing. And you can add 15 health to him.
I'm gonna use Lay on Hand to give myself 10 HP back.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and brush some of the snow off of my little robe and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Ugh, y'all,
But-
we need to get out of this weather.
Y'all, has nobody noticed how much snow is stuck in Synas' mane right now?
Oh yeah, he's not. He's not brushing that out. He does not care about that. It's
like a
only the robe.
It's got like a white afro.
As we go back to the Oop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop.
Oopty-doopty-doopty-doo.
The doopty-doopty-doopty-doo area map,
Ma-na-ma-na.
so that we can be reminded where we are in this world.
Ma-na-ma-na.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do before you continue up the mountainside here?
Yeah, I would
Does
be like,
anybody else need healing, real quick?
I mean, I could use a little bit, but I wouldn't waste a spell slot on.
Is anybody more than like 10 hit points down?
Nah.
Nah.
I think so.
In the grand scheme of things, you
Not
guys
at max,
are
but I'm below.
you guys aren't too hurt afterwards, given all your healing and the bag of berries.
God, the
Are
bag
we-
of berries.
Are we gonna talk about why the fuck there were devils on the mountain?
Yeah, what's going on with that?
Are we gonna talk about this like Arctic fox situation?
Oh,
We don't need to talk about that one. I just want to apologize about the twig comment.
the
Isn't-
twig.
I've
Okay.
I've not been up on snowy mountains too often. I was not thinking.
Also, isn't it like common sense that druids can transform into animals? In fact, it's probably weird that he hasn't.
Yeah,
transformed
I think it
into
is
an animal before.
more weird that he wouldn't have, rather than just seeing it. But if
Okay.
Reyka's never seen a druid before, then it'd probably be very fascinating.
Very
Yeah,
insane.
I don't know if she has.
I feel
Oh,
like
shit, well,
I feel like if you've ever run into any fey creatures before and been out in the woods long enough, you've probably seen a druid or two here and there.
Okay.
If
I've
just from a
spent lot of
distance.
time outside.
Yeah, you spend a lot of time in the woods alone. So, not unheard of, but, you know, probably the first
Okay.
time you've seen it this close.
Yeah, he's
hear
not going to
that
draw
crackle?
attention to it. He's just apologizing for the twig comment, but then
I-
causing an avalanche.
I don't remember the twig comment.
It was right at the start. You rolled like a 1 on a stealth, and as Rinn was
Oh, and
running
snapped the
back,
twig.
Yeah, snapped a twig.
Synas was like, "How did you step on the
Oh.
loudest twig?"
Proceeds
And
to
then,
cast Thunder Wave.
and then causes an avalanche like 12 seconds later.
Yeah, literally, I think it was about 12 seconds later.
And there's maybe no more of that particular magic.
Yeah, no, I think I'm on the same page as you. I thought that it would be smart to try to give Rinn a little bit of space, since they seemed like they wanted her more than anybody else, and I didn't think that one through. That one, I will fully admit, was not my brightest moment.
At the least we didn't die.
Yeah, there's that at least. And we may have, given the amount of snow and sound, hopefully scared off anything else that may be a threat. Can't think of too many things that would run towards thunder and an avalanche.
Right, when I pinged, did I only sense the usual suspects, or was there anything else?
Fae
that,
Fiend Undead Celestial?
Yeah.
Nothing beyond Rinn and the dog.
Yep. Okay. Making sure.
After a few more moments of you guys gathering yourselves, you hear what sounds like approaching footsteps over the edge of one of the nearby cliffs that is now much shorter of a cliff with all the snow. And poking his head up over the edge as he comes jogging up, you see the short-cut black hair and the golden eyes of Jadit. As
Can't
he
think of one
Oh,
thing that approaches an avalanche.
as he stands at the top with his hands on his hips, just looking down at all of you going, "What'd you just run off and think you'd start the fun without me? Come on."
Shit. Shit, I thought we lost him.
You kill one, like, bathing dragon and you think you can do everything. And then you cause an avalanche.
I was thinking about, like, weren't we supposed to go with him back in the beginning?
Yes!
Weren't we
Every
supposed to-
single one of us
And we're
forgot
like-
about him.
We were just like, we just left without him. And he's
gone.
Like,
We
what the
did!
fuck?
We did! We all left without him and didn't
Hey,
even think about it.
I'm just following the group. Don't look at me.
You guys left me I've been trying to catch up for so long. It's a good thing you got hit with an avalanche or I never would have.
You finally made it.
Yeah, thank goodness.
I don't have a great in-character response to this because it was a very player mistake.
And he hops down the edge and comes up to you guys, firmly patting Synas on the shoulder, going, all right, if we're good, let's keep moving. You guys good to move?
I think we're as good as we're going to be.
I'm feeling
really.
great.
Yeah, probably not.
She munches on her berries.
I feel so good.
Oh, yeah.
Like popcorn.
If you eat multiple good berries, do you feel like way overstuffed? Because it's like a
No,
Lambert's bread kind of
much like
situation?
with actual vitamins, they do nothing past a certain point.
Oh, you just pee them out.
Yeah, it just pees it out. It's very water soluble. It's like each good berry is like 9,000% of your daily vitamin C.
And
feel like
Barry's in. It's like, oh, I might be allergic today.
Yeah, but what's the sugar content in a good berry?
Yeah, probably high enough. Though it is magic, Reyka could just make them super bitter and not sugary at all.
Oh man, I guess so.
Oh, I could choose their flavor.
Sure, why not? It's magic.
They're gonna taste
Wow.
like trolley worms.
Baja Blast.
Yum, Baja Blast
those, like-
berries.
Bob blast.
Well, to
Those,
steal
like,
from
cotton
another
candy,
Ooh.
grapes or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Oof, those are really sweet. Or
oh,
to
yeah, they are.
to steal from another DM, Bahamut Blast berries.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Thanks, Alex. You're
Oh.
wonderful. If there's nothing else, you guys begin to make your way further and further up these switchbacks of this mountain. The air does feel a bit thinner up here. You guys have climbed quite a bit of elevation. But with the continued snowfall, and especially with that avalanche, which, as you guys come out of this valley, which kind of cuts a few ways and then rises back up, you realize that avalanche seems to have obliterated all the trail markers in the area that you were following. And the snow is not super intense, so you can still see roughly how the mountain, you know, how you'd meander up this mountain, but I think I'm gonna need a survival check from someone leading the group here to make sure you can find a safe path continuing.
I ain't leading the group.
Can
I can do a survival check.
Can I assist in the survival check?
Sure, if you'd like.
Yeah, give Reyka advantage.
Okay.
Okay. 16.
16, okay. Between Synas and Reyka working together, you guys as a troop begin to pick your way up the mountainside, kind of following where the natural lay of the land is for the switchbacks, where the snow is piled into layers. It's about another hour. You guys have been going up this mountain for almost 5.5 hours at this point.
Oh boy.
Trudging through snow. You are all cold. It is frigid, and it seems the closer you go to the peak, the wind's not picking up, but the temperature is dropping noticeably even as you approach the peak.
Damn.
Find my thing. You begin to find a trail as the snow seems to have fallen less and less up here. It's not necessarily stone paved, but it is etched into stone. It seems like there's like wheel tracks that follow along, as if carts have been taken up this path many times. but the snow seems to get less deep towards the peak and on the more exposed sides, where the sun might have melted off quite a bit of the snow. You begin following this long, winding trail. As you get like a nice view and vista, you realize, and your wayfinders of the group looking around kind of realize you're on the northern face of the mountain now, as you've kind of come from the southern face and wound around to the north now. And you can see the rolling foothills just covered in snow. Everything is a beautiful snowy landscape, rolling for miles away from you. But as you continue following this trail, weaving your way up and up, the trail kind of starts to spiral around as, almost cinematically, the clouds kind of soften and you see this large fortress atop the mountain here, spanning between two large spires of stone. Rinn, this is the fortress that you have seen in that vision, but it does look a bit different than you recall. Jutting from several walls and several parts of the structure are these massive blue ice crystals that seem to have just punched out in every which direction, growing out of the ground around it and surrounding the area in a very ominous, like, spiked fortress look of just pure ice. As about, another 100 feet, 150 feet up this trail ahead of you.
Oh boy, scary. Guys, this is the place I saw in the, when I touched the crystal thing? But it looks a little changed at this point.
How does it look different?
How does it look different, DM?
Well, before you had just seen a basic kind of stone fortress with a bridge attaching between them, but you don't recall all the ice and extra chunks. You do recall that there were chunks that seemed to have been knocked out of the bigger part of the fortress.
Okay.
But all these ice spikes and everything are new.
Okay. All of these very intimidating looking ice spires were not here.
Just shows how much Cryovane has changed the world.
Battery's making himself at home.
So you're saying that this is probably its lair then?
Most definitely.
Does it look like there's any activity around it? Like, do we know if it is because we heard there are orcs on the mountain.
Make a perception check. Sure.
I believe in you.
I'm so perceptive, I promise.
You got this, natural 20.
I got an 18.
Close.
Hey, pretty close.
Pretty close. As you are approaching Thava, you're looking up at this massive structure that's covered in snow and ice, and where you think there was like a snowdrift on one side of the larger part of the fort, up kind of hanging off the roof, it moves, and you notice this large white tail kind of slithers its way back over the wall.
I didn't think we were gonna see it this fucking soon.
Boys, it's here, yeah!
But you don't see any orcs. You don't. No, I don't think you see anything beyond that. What you do see is that the trail does wind and kind of do a loop-de-loop around the base spire, heading towards the smaller of the two structures, which looks like a gatehouse kind of thing.
Yeah. Thava is gonna grab Janet's shoulder and point towards the dragon, or at least what she thinks she can see of the dragon. It's right there.
Let's
you see it?
Yeah. Let's keep our voices down. If it's awake, then any noise is probably gonna draw it.
How should we go about this? It's a little bit different than Venom Fang, that's for sure.
Well, it certainly made itself at home. We need to get up there and see what we can see. If there's any other minions or anyone else up there, then We might have to deal with them first, but we need to see what this dragon's dealing with.
Why don't we take an evening to watch and see if there's any patrols or anything, or comings and goings?
But do you want to do that from out here on this cliff face, up toward the top of a mountain, or do you want to do that? And he points up at the gatehouse there, from in there.
Oh, could we stay there overnight without being detected?
Probably.
As long as it's uninhabited, I don't see why not.
I think it'd be better than sitting out here on the mountainside.
How far are we from what we saw to be the dragon right now?
It's probably like a few 100 feet up a cliff this direction.
Okay.
Kind of up and to your right as you're approaching this trail that leads around the mountain to the gatehouse.
Okay, so it's not crazy close, but we can see,
but you
like,
can see
we
it.
saw it shift above
Yeah.
us. Okay.
And the tail kind of pulled up over the battlements, and as if, like a cat pulling its tail around itself kind of thing. You can't see the rest of the creature, you just saw its tail.
Yeah. Rinn just says in very hushed tone, she's like, if I know anything about dragons, they have very good hearing. So, it's gonna have to be a very quiet night.
Well, if they can hear well, then I would say gatehouse. That might help muffle a little bit of noise.
How are we gonna sleep without fire?
Well, Gala did give you that stone.
Oh, does that...
Doesn't emit a fire, just emits warmth.
Perfect. Oh,
That's what I thought. Yeah. that'd be
amazing! Gala! MVP!
Isn't she wonderful? She actually does always come in clutch on everything I do, too. I don't understand. She always seems to know exactly what I need. It's weird. Okay. Do you guys pick your way along the trail leading up to this large gatehouse area?
Oh, most definitely. Are we gonna need to, like, stealth this, or...?
I think there will need to be a stealth check, because as you guys are wrapping around to the south and start coming around the loop that would lead back north, circling upward, you find that the trail is covered in what looks like bricks and old debris from where the side of the fort itself had been smashed apart, where you might guess that the dragon might have slammed a big old hole into the side of the fortress itself.
And me without pass without a trace.
Oh dear!
I didn't think we'd be doing much stealthing today.
Yeah.
So I will ask for a group stealth check.
Oh boy, guys, if this goes badly, we're gonna have to roll for initiative.
Well, I just want you to know that I am abysmal at it, so
Oh,
Yeah,
Before
I
I-
forgot disadvantage and so.
I do too.
As we're going along, can I also keep an eye out
Oh.
for footprints and stuff? See if there has been traffic nearby?
Yeah, give me a survival check. And a stealth check.
So let me
I
get
got
a
a
9.
Oh, 9 on survival.
9 on survival, okay. I heard a 9 on stealth from Dell.
Yep.
18 on
19.
stealth.
You
I
say,
got 5.
you say 19, Bud?
Yes.
5, Rinn?
21.
20, wow, 21. And 18 on Jadit, who also had disadvantage. I'm gonna say that's a success because there's a lot of high numbers in there. Definitely.
Jeez.
You guys feel pretty confident. You help each other climbing over this debris, which would make it difficult terrain, and it's like loose rubble plus ice, so it's really not great to climb over, but very carefully you pick your way across it, and a rock gets kicked down the side of the mountain, and you just wait for a second and nothing happens. You keep moving. You creep around all the way up to the front of this gatehouse, which is enclosed by just one steel door. The gatehouse itself on the outside looks like it has arrow slits surrounding it, or surrounding its outside face. It seems pretty quiet from the outset. This trail also is about, you can only do like single file walking. It's a very thin trail that kind of drops off sharply on either side. Synas, for your survival check. It's not hard to see. Not hard to see that there's definitely many sets of boot prints in the snow here. Even though the snow has gotten very blown away and cleared, you can see clearly there's been foot traffic before you guys.
This is going to be a rough night then.
Alright, so it looks like there are people.
Can I tell how many, possibly, or
Not
too
on
hard to
not on a
discern?
9.
Okay.
It did say some people went up the mountain right before us.
You were told that there were 2 different groups. Shargam had said 2 different groups had come through.
But we didn't know what they were coming for.
No. What would you like to do?
Probably make camp, get a rest in, observe, take watches.
We have a safe place here. Is it safe enough to take that kind of a rest?
Oh, did we not make it to the...
I mean, safer than staying outside.
We made it to the watchtower, right?
You're
Or
standing
whatever.
on the trail out front of this guardhouse, basically.
Oh, okay. Let's get in there and check it out then.
Is the guardhouse empty?
Do you try the door?
Mm,
This trail does kind of just lead straight to the door there. You find the door is unlocked, but behind it you hear a soft voice.
fuck.
All right. The hell are more people doing up here? What do you want?
Shit.
Who's in front here? Because this would be a like single file line. Whoever's in front will have to be the person, you know, at the door hearing this.
Oh, man.
Who wants to be in front?
I wasn't expecting a person to be in there. I don't know what to say.
I don't know. I feel like because I rolled the survival, would I be leading? But
Probably one of
yeah,
the
sense.
survivalists,
you would be leading the group, yeah.
but
So-
I'm not good at talking.
Well,
You're gonna
doesn't
have
matter.
to
Give it
try.
a shot.
Reyka's gonna freeze if she hears whispering.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Let's
Okay.
let's get a marching order real quick here. What order
Okay.
are you guys in on this mountain?
I'm gonna see Reyka freeze and I'm gonna push her aside.
You really can't. If you try to go around
No?
her, you guys might fall off.
Oh shit, okay.
It is like a 4-foot wide path.
Okay, can I be like behind her and close enough to have heard that?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Sweet. I'm gonna reply to the person. Us, what are you doing here?
We came up here. Fuck, stop talking. Ugh, shit. And you hear like a very slow unlatching of the door as if it's whoever's behind it is very trying to be determined to not make as much noise as possible. And the door swings inward kind of soundlessly, just the lightest creak. And on the other side, you see an individual wrapped in furs. Looks like male human, kind of bushy beard. Oh, excuse me. But just looks like he's in like traveling leathers. And he looks over your group. We shouldn't talk outside. Get in here.
Okay, I'm just gonna trust this guy because we're on a cliffside and there's not much we can do. Let's go.
All right, Reyka walks in.
And I will move us all to a map real quick.
And we roll for initiative.
I will let you guys arrange yourselves once we go on this map. Pray to God that the vision system is working.
Or inside. That means it's safe to thunderwave.
Oh, no.
Yep, definitely.
We can only have one Rinn in this group, okay? You can't just not learn things.
This is my new character arc.
Okay. I think I goofed and your health values did not fully update. No, maybe they did.
Mine did.
Looks
Yeah.
good, looks good. Okay,
Oh.
cool.
Thava's dead. Oh no.
That was fine. She's right here. We need to open. Door is open. Okay. So arrange yourselves as you please. This individual kind of beckons you guys in. As you enter, you see what looks to be a very basic stables. The individual gestures. My party and I are here. There's another 3 of us. We were sent up here from one of the nearby cities to try and deal with this dragon as well.
That's what we're here for.
Keep your voice down.
Oh, that's what we are here for.
It's a lot. We
Who are you?
we go by the Cold Reavers. We're just a mercenary group. We didn't expect this level of danger. Even just getting up here was a pain in the ass.
Weird question, Dre. Is that if they're a mercenary group with a name like that, are they familiar at all? Does that sound familiar?
Make a history check.
Sure. 10.
10. You're not really sure you've heard of them.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay, fair enough.
you're not sure. Inside of this stables area, beyond some scraps of hay, you do see the long frozen bodies of 2 riding horses. Kept in 2 stables, yes, long dead. Covered in frost. Not decayed because of the cold, but very much not alive.
Reyka, don't look.
Were they like this when you got up here?
Yeah, yeah. I think some other people have tried to come up here and didn't have much good luck. Yeah. My name's Brachus. It's good to meet you all. We sent one of ours to scout ahead into the fort further. See if he can learn anything about this dragon before we try to engage it.
Have you learned anything so far?
Other than it's sleeping pretty peacefully, not really.
Have you seen any orcs around? We heard there are orcs on the mountain.
No, judging by what they told us back in town, they think the orcs that have been kind of rampaging around the countryside and summoning storms are probably the same ones that were up here, so we're pretty confident the only thing up here is the dragon. But
They were definitely connected, though.
well, presumably the dragon came up here, smashed the place up, scared the orcs out, and claimed it as its lair. Right, I guess?
When we met those orcs in the farm area, does that sound like that would make sense with what we saw?
They were summoning a storm of some kind.
Yeah, and were they? But we got the that crystal thing that showed the dragon from them. So maybe it was because they used to live there, and that's why they had that, and it just happened to show me the dragon because the other seeing stone is here somewhere.
Yep, you could.
We still have it.
You
don't
do.
We?
You do. Yeah.
But the dragon could sense us when I looked through it, so maybe I shouldn't.
It's up to you.
It's sleeping though. It might be sleeping right now, right? Maybe, possibly.
Probably, but like it was alerted when I used it last. Like, I don't know if we should do that right now.
It's in the middle of the day, right? It's like at night right now.
Yeah, well, it's probably like 3 in the afternoon, kind of thing.
Never mind.
Middle of the afternoon.
He's taking a 3 p.m. nap.
Yeah, just have a big old EP.
Well, I look at Thava and I say, should we tell him about the seeing stone?
I don't care. Sure, why not?
Okay, I tell them about the seeing stone.
Okay.
I say that we found this on the orcs that were here, and when we looked through it, we could see right into where the dragon was sleeping. But it saw us too, so I don't know.
Probably
Helpful or harmful?
Probably don't use that then.
Also, what's the vibe like of this guy? Like, can I get a vibe check?
Sure, give me a insight check. He is standing kind of just cross-armed, hunched shoulders. He looks cold, but he is very much studying over you guys, especially as your entire group filters in, of which there are 7 of you, and it seemed to only be 4 of them that you guys can count. On that roll, he's definitely like looking over you guys like pretty nervously. But he's studying you all very, very nervously, kind of, you know, drumming his fingers on his arm as if he's waiting for something.
Why would he be nervous?
I mean, we do outnumber him.
And he's never met us before. Why are we nervous?
Well, here's my mentality about it. Like, if he's nervous about people, he should be, if anything, if he's just here to kill the dragon, he should be excited. He should be happy that another group of people just showed up, and now he has even better odds of slaying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a little weird that he's nervous. I'm just saying.
I mean, but he's also seen the size of the dragon. What if he's just like, oh shit, this isn't possible, no matter how many people, you know?
Thava, maybe you should ask him why he's nervous.
You look a little tense. There's something you worried about, aside from the dragon?
Aside from the dragon, I'm more just worried about, you know, making it back off this mountain. Actually killing the damn thing.
You said you were hired by a nearby town, right?
Yes, we're from Tribor.
Oh, Tribor. From around there.
We were passing through and seemed like a good opportunity. Make some money. Dragon swords always have a lot in them, but this one's kind of scary. Not feeling very good about it now that we're up here.
Have you been tasked to fight dragons before?
No, but they said it was a younger dragon. And climbing up here, I am wondering if that's even the case, because I've never seen a young dragon in my life to cause this much... this. And he gestures around, like, you know, the snow. It's a lot for a young dragon that's usually, like, older, stronger dragons affecting weather, from what I've heard.
We just see this guy, right? Where's the other guy?
Reyka can see the other 3 around the corner, where she's standing.
Thava's gonna, like, move forward a little bit to see if she can also...
Yeah, peeking around the corner, you see, one individual who is a female with red hair pulled back into a ponytail. Another sort of very muscular woman with black hair, cold blue eyes regarding you. She's very tall.
Okay.
But kind of has a very stone-set jaw, looking at all of you very kind of... just kind of has like resting grump face kind of thing going on. And you see the third individual is who's leaning against one of the walls to the south of the room there, is kind of a rugged-looking, not like wiry sort of individual, but like kind of average. They're all kind of adorned in similar leathers with different accents. The tall, muscular woman has like some runes that seem to be etched into her leather armor here and there, which actually look... Reyka catches that they are in giant.
Oh.
Written on her shoulder pauldron.
I was gonna ask if this sounds like a weird thing to say, but like, is there anything like dragon culty about any of them?
What would that even be? Because from the outset, not really.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm
There's
not
no, like,
sure.
Weird, like medallions or like insignias anywhere that make it seem like
Not that's
not that
visible.
Yeah. Okay.
If they are, they're not
And they're
visible. Like they're hiding it
probably,
clearly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Dre, do you think Bud might have heard of these guys before?
That's their tribal. I mean.
I think you would have heard of them. You've not heard anything good about them. The Cold Reavers you've heard are kind of the types that get the job done regardless of the collateral damage. Kind of known for using more than brutal tactics.
Okay.
Bit kind of excessive force. But beyond that, I don't think you've heard much else.
Which would be, kind of important to keep in mind if we're going to be fighting alongside them.
Yeah.
Because, they might not be good team players. But I'll just try to find a point where I can, relay that to the group, but not right now.
Yeah.
Excessive force might be one of the instances where it's not a bad thing because we're fighting a dragon. So might not be the worst thing ever.
And he goes through gesturing to each of the others in the group as you guys look around, and none of them say anything at all. And he kind of gestures for them to say something, and then he just shakes his head and goes, "The one leaning over there with the red hair, she's Silene. Don't let her grumpy stare get you. That one's Runa, she's nice. Don't let the jawline and everything intimidate you, she's nice. And Jabbarl, stop picking at your nails, bud." And you see the wiry kid kind of fidgets a little bit and puts his hands against his legs. And we sent Kaya further in. He's pretty good at sneaking. What was that, half hour ago? Yeah, something like that. Should be back any time.
Feels like we just ran into another adventuring party, which I think is exactly what happened.
There are others that exist in the world.
Yeah. It'd be funny if they were all looked a lot like us, but different.
We're just not us.
Us, but not us.
We guys still have our warlock still. What about you guys?
I was just gonna say that. They still have their Naya, but it's like a cat instead of a fox.
Yeah, it's a tabaxi. No. Everyone here seems human.
Dre, can I read the runes, the giant symbols that I see? Do they say anything?
They basically are the words for strength, oath, and death. Kind of what you can see among the fur of the leather there, or the fur attached to the leather on the shoulder.
But she's not part giant herself, huh?
I mean, she's pretty bulky, pretty tall. Maybe she could be part giant.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Are you telling me that they've got magical loot on them?
Oh no.
What do you mean?
I mean, there's glowing runes on this one lady,
They're not glowing, they're just etched into leather.
I mean, I'm just saying, they went to go kill a dragon. If they don't come back, I mean, it's not that unusual. Okay.
I'm not
Wow. Took me a minute to piece that one together.
Oh boy. Hey, do you think we could just wait for these guys to get killed and take their shit?
Yeah. Let's wait for the dragon to
up. What are you talking about?
Oh jeez.
Use them as dragon bait and then strike when the moment is right.
And as everyone's kind of nervously looking around,
Maybe that's why they're nervous.
the individual who you've been talking to, Brackus gestures at the door to like close it, and Jadit steps over, closing the door, just so that the sound doesn't carry outside. However, not even a few moments goes by, and you hear like an echoing growl sound out from somewhere to the west. And you see the red-haired woman perks up and goes running around the corner as quietly as she can out of sight of you guys. And there is a sudden panicked yelling that you can hear echoing in from outside. And a snarling growl.
Oh.
And there's a thump of sound, and you hear this yell as you basically hear like a
Oh, fuck.
Did they just lose their warlock?
And then some thuds of movement and some growling before the a loud woof of something large settling back down further to the west. And the woman comes briskly walking around and walks past and pushes past Thava and goes, "We're leaving. That's it. I'm done. This is over.
Shit.
Kaya just fucking flew down the mountain.
Wait, we just got here.
I don't fucking care. I am
We've
leaving."
Listen, we've got a dragon slayer with us. He can help.
Young lady, that's cute and all, but I don't give a shit what you have.
Cute to have a professional? Okay, fine. More for us then.
You can say that, or you can die. One of the two. I am leaving. And Brackus pulls this individual aside, and they start kind of mumble arguing back and forth with each other. But overall, they kind of leave you guys to your business. The other two don't seem to really want much to do with you. But these other two are having a bit of a kind of like a yell whisper argue.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what did you mean? We need to leave. Like, trying to stay quiet while, you know, she's struggling to keep her voice down in this moment, clearly.
I think while they're like arguing amongst themselves, I'll quietly tell the group that these guys don't really have the greatest reputation from what I've heard. Not that they're like necessarily bad, but that we can't necessarily trust them to, you know, be team players if we fight with them. So just to be cautious. Just so everybody knows.
Maybe they should be known for being cowards too.
Ooh.
Oh, damn!
Deriaz, the strikeout on Discord for Kaya. Never mind.
Never mind.
That's really funny.
Yeah. As you guys explore around this little gatehouse, the other group doesn't seem to get in your way or pay you much mind. There doesn't seem to be much left here. There's a storage room that you find that is just empty barrels and old crates that are so brittle they fall apart the second you touch them. There's an old smithy, which doesn't appear to have been lit in years, that's in the southern part of this building. There's, to the north, in the northern part of this little gatehouse, there's a room full of arrow slits and a fireplace. But it seems like this place hasn't been disturbed in quite a while, and that ice kind of permeates the air, making everything very frigid at all times. You can definitely all see your breath. It's pretty bitter cold to any exposed skin, just being up here. But after a quick look around, you guys are fairly confident that you could, if you were all staying quiet, you could not end up like Kaya and stay and rest here if you needed to.
think we should. Just to get all our spell slots back.
I'm also keen on killing this dragon as soon as possible, but... Look at... I understand. We did have that fight earlier. I know you guys need to, I don't even know what to say, spell slots. Like, you guys need to regenerate your spell slots.
Yeah, do you guys want to settle down to try and take a long rest in here?
Yeah, let's get to 100%.
Absolutely.
Thava will turn to the mercenaries. Say, are you leaving or are you staying?
The red-haired woman looks at all of you and goes, "We will stay until tomorrow. We will leave. If the others don't want to go down while night is going to fall, so we will have to wait until morning to leave, but we are leaving. We are not going to stay here. This is a suicide mission. No one should have come up this mountain. Towns be damned, the dragon be damned. This is suicide."
You know, if we wanted to, we could try to force their hand by just attacking the dragon and being like, okay.
They'll just leave us. Dragon
Yeah,
will be
probably.
distracted and
Yeah,
just be
that's
like,
fair
let's
too.
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you're right, yeah. Unless we lure the dragon to that. No, I'm just kidding.
Just like fuck up their shit while they're trying to sleep.
So rude.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
God.
Alright, fine. If people want to take a rest, it's probably a good idea. Big boss battle probably would be a good idea to rest beforehand.
I think so. It is like 3 in the afternoon-ish. 3 or 4 o'clock kind of thing.
Yeah, but we've been traveling. We can sleep.
Yeah, you guys can sleep. You would, if you, I mean, you could wait until whenever if you wanted to wait until morning again, or if you wanted to attack in the middle of the night. Depending on what you want to do from here.
Good point.
You feel pretty confident you could, well, if it's the middle of the night, there's probably no light anywhere.
Oh, yeah, that matters.
Several of you have no dark vision. By several, I mean 2.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna name any names.
I'm not gonna name any names here, but
What about the new update to Dragonborn?
Still no dark vision.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
Can dragons see in the dark?
yes.
Oh. Fucking didn't inherit that, I guess.
Dragons do.
Wait, what?
Most
What?
dragons do generally have dark vision and blind sight.
You didn't inherit what now, Rinn?
No, I said it didn't inherit that.
As in,
Dark vision.
Dragonborn didn't inherit dark vision.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Rinn was saying something else.
But yeah, you guys can sleep whenever, spend the rest of your evening whenever. The mercenary group generally leaves you guys alone, though the red-haired woman and the first individual you spoke to do keep an eye on you guys at all times.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on them too.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, Reyka's gonna spend all of her spell slots to make 60 more good berries before we go to sleep.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh
That's a
my
great
god.
idea.
Yeah, you're gonna
I
make
love
sure
it.
to eat those in the middle of combat.
I love it.
Like,
I can't
It's
in
really-
the combat.
it's really
but-
a
how many
between-
in combat?
It's a between battle heal for sure.
Hey, can I grab a fistful and just shove them in my mouth?
You can only eat 1 berry as an action.
Can I make a jam out of them? Make like a tart?
It's called a potion.
No, I don't think you can use magically summoned things as reagents for other magical things.
I still
Unfortunately.
like the
Probably
idea of
not.
making. I like the idea of making something like a good berry pie or whatever.
It would be
my
great,
God.
as long as you like eat it within the next 24 hours, because otherwise the filling will just go and you'll just be left
Yeah.
with bread.
Right? Make a fucking smoothie. You can drink more good berries more quickly.
You still drink 1 HP per 6 seconds.
No!
Yep.
That's not how smoothies work.
Yeah, but it's also not how the rules work, so.
Yeah, but the rule is you can improvise.
But what if we mix it with the chef feed?
Oh.
Maybe.
Make some super snacks.
Super snacks. But yeah, you guys can settle in for a long rest as the sun begins to head towards setting. And up here, you guys are kind of like slightly above the cloud layer. So you actually see the sun for like the first time properly in like a week. 10 days worth of time.
Wow.
I was gonna say like, 2 10 days, but you guys had the time weirdness happen, so for you it wasn't a full 12 days.
Oh yeah. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
we're 12 days older and the rest of the world isn't.
Well, no, the world is 12
the
days
other
older.
way around.
Yeah, you are not.
That.
Time is weird.
Timey-wimey bullshit.
Weird timey-wimey BS. But I think, I don't know, what do you guys feel as far as time? It is 9:30 right now, so.
When to wake up? I feel like we just get
Well, no,
our
as
good
I mean
rest.
like real life time, because it is 9:30 right now.
I do need to stop soon,
So,
unfortunately.
yeah.
We should just take our
I think
rest and
you guys,
call
yeah.
Next session we should.
Next
start
session.
with waking up and
Yep. We'll do that.
killing the dragon.
Sounds good to me.
Do we get the effects of a long rest?
Well, let's go through your watches first and see if that happens.
Okay, yes, do that first.
Yes. So, who would like to take first watch?
I will.
I'll take first watch.
Okay, remember you gotta hold my hand through this. I'll cup your ears.
Oh, does anyone want to tie Thava up or no?
Oh, that's
right.
right. But I don't think
That's
we
a
should.
reminder.
Should we wait? Does this happen when she sleeps? Like what?
I don't know. We only do it one night. We don't know if it's a reoccurring
Only one thing
or not.
has happened so far. You don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like tonight would be a really bad night to tie up Thava because of the circumstances.
I'll keep an eye on Thava.
Yeah, that could be part of our watch. How about that?
Okay.
Watch
So
Thava.
again, who's taking first watch? Because I
I'll
heard
do
3
the
different
Reyka.
people say.
Me and Rinn.
Okay, Reyka and Rinn. Reyka, give me a perception check with advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, natural 20, 28.
Amazing.
Those cupped ears, man.
Beyond the wind which lightly whistles through the arrow slits in the building, and the frigid cold, that little stone that you guys have with you, as you guys gather into the large room with the fireplace, you like place the stone near the fireplace, but maybe not in the center of it, since it's a mobile fireplace. You can put it wherever. Keeps the room nice and warm, at least within about 10 feet of it. You hear some rumbly snoring coming from the west somewhere. Pretty confident that the dragon is asleep and stays asleep throughout the first couple hours of your long rest, but nothing else seems to happen.
If I point it out to Rinn, can she hear it, or can only I hear it?
No, she can hear it after you kind of point out like the difference between it and the wind, and
It's ominous.
it's a very slow and heavy, rumbly snoring sounding out from a very comfortable sounding dragon indeed. Who would like to take the second watch?
Normally I do.
Okay.
And I will.
And I'll just pass the information along
Mm-hmm.
before as we
Who
change
can I
shifts.
give advantage to since I don't have dark vision?
I
Imagine.
What are
Either
you
one of
doing
us,
to give
yeah.
Thava advantage, though?
I remember doing that last time.
Yeah.
That's
But I would like to
all.
know, because you can't
You're,
see
like,
anything.
listening or something.
It is pitch fucking black. So
maybe with Bolt by my side because he has dark vision.
he does.
So
Yeah,
just
Bolt can
by proxy.
by proxy, yeah, of having a bond with your animal, like the kind
Yeah.
of group
Do you
effort.
want- Do you want me to roll or
Yeah, you can roll.
advantage? Okay. $18.
18's pretty good. I would say right about, if you guys, like, do you guys wait until, like, 8, 9 p.m. to sleep? So that you'll actually have daylight to fight this
Yeah.
thing in?
I'd
Yeah.
say
Yeah,
so, yeah.
probably.
Early morning, yeah.
Probably like 12:30, 1 a.m. And Thava, you hear the sound of crunching ice and snow and some heavy footfalls from the western side. And peeking up over the edge as if inspecting the area and looking about, you see, with your dark vision, and kind of sort of silhouetted and just a little illuminated by the moonlight, this fairly large white dragon, its sort of pale blue eyes lightly glowing as it looks about. You see very plainly etched into its scales and along its neck, as you can only see about the neck up on it, are these odd draconic runes that almost, from a distance and with your perception check, they almost kind of look like they're bleeding a little bit. A very odd bluish blood that seems to be freezing and congealing out of these shapes that are etched into its scales.
Did Rinn ever mention that before?
She did mention the runes, and the sketches that you found in the Dragon Slayer's Forge also featured those runes.
Oh.
Okay.
So.
Do you know anything about them, or is it just kind of like draconic runes?
Yeah, you're not sure. Just seems like weird, ancient draconic.
So it's awake now, and it's just kind of chilling, or?
Yeah, and it kind of hangs out for a while, and then eventually goes back, and you hear the thuds of it laying down again. As you look back about to relay this, you also see the tall black-haired woman down the way from you looking out of another arrow slit, who looks at you and then walks back out of sight towards presumably where her group is relaxing for the evening.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem to have taken notice.
Okay.
Synas, are you alone for the final watch?
Yeah.
Can I do something before?
Sure.
Before our watch ends?
Yeah.
Is anybody from the other group awake?
The one woman with giant writing in giant on her armor is yes.
Okay.
And she was kind of looking out one of the other arrow slits as this whole thing occurred.
Okay. Is it possible to quietly approach and talk to her?
Sure.
Okay.
You stop her as she's just about to go back to her group.
I want Bud to ask her if they encountered anybody along the Tribord Trail, like a elderly couple. And what was the city that Al took them to?
To Tribor.
Oh, to Tribor.
Yes.
So, yeah, okay, I wasn't sure if that was just
the Tribor
they
Trail starts at Tribor and heads to the high road on the coast.
Okay. I also want Bud to ask her how, if there have been any sieges on Tribor from orcs, or if it's been well defended.
She looks at you and quietly shakes her head a little bit. No attacks, no nothing. It's been pretty quiet, just cold. And don't think I've seen those people you described. No, but there's a lot of people there.
Okay. Well, as long as the town is relatively safe, that's good to know.
It
Thank
is.
you.
And she...
I have some people I care about there, so thought I'd ask since y'all came from there.
A lot of people go through there. Understandable. They're probably fine.
Good to know. Thank you.
And she
That's it.
nods to you and heads back towards the darkness where the rest of her group is sitting. And Synas, you can make a perception check for your watch.
I will.
Okay.
I will do it poorly. 9.
9. Okay. Yeah, you don't really notice too much. It seems pretty quiet throughout the rest of your watch, and as the sun begins to break on the horizon, which would be, to the east, it kind of glints off of the ice that's formed here in a way that you're not used to, and having not really seen a lot of sun in the last week or so, you kind of have to squint a lot, and it's like really very bright for this early in the morning, just with all the different refractions that are happening out there. But you still hear the snoring of that dragon up there, even this much into the morning. And you, at the end of this watch, unless there's anything else you'd like to do,
Not me, no.
you guys do gain the benefits of a long rest. And we will call it there for tonight for a slightly shorter session, but next time, a big encounter.
Yay.
Heck yeah. But we'll see what happens with that next time with the Dorks in Danger.
Dorks in danger.
Danger!
It's wonderful how out of sync it is every time.